Sure. So after having a sense of connection, then people, in order to achieve anything, to be motivated to something, have to feel a sense of competence, have to feel they have the skills and the ability to reach a goal, to whatever that goal may be. Traditionally, people focus, going back to that negativity bias, on their weaknesses. Lots of children, lots of adults, they're aware of their weaknesses. They can tell you everything that's wrong with them. What they don't have is an awareness sometimes of their strengths, of what they're capable of. And so what we ought to be doing within classrooms is finding ways of helping young people recognise what they're good at, what their talents are, what their passions are, what their strengths are. For instance, I was working with a young man who was really struggling in school, said he wasn't able to do anything, I'm just no good at learning. But we got talking about him doing his BMX bikes, where you do the jumps and things. We just got talking to him about that, and so how do you learn, what's your best trick? And it was a big 360-degree something jump something. And when I said, oh, could you do that straight away? Oh, no, it's taken me a long time. How long has it taken you to learn? About a year. And what's that? No, I've fallen off a lot. And I said, how come you didn't give up? Oh, I'm the kind of person who keeps going at things. I'm really determined. I'll keep going until I get that. And we were able to say, so how is that different in maths or in language or in English? And he had a narrative about himself as, actually, I am the kind of person who can overcome things. So where do young people discover that about themselves in school? Do they have a vocabulary for it? Do they know if they're trustworthy? Do they know if they're a good leader? Do they know if they have courage? Do we find what their passions are, whether that be for dinosaurs or stories or space? Do we incorporate that in the classroom? Because that's when children will be most engaged and when they get a sense of their competency, because they get vitality from that and energy, and are allowed to use that. So I think much more focus on finding what children are good at, finding their strengths and helping them discover that and use that within the classroom. Find and feed at least one passion or strength should be a kind of mantra for teachers. But also we have to work on young people's ways of thinking about the world and their mindsets and their attitudes. Because some of them have a view that it's all about talent and ability. They have what we call a fixed mindset. Fixed mindset says there are some people cleverer than me, there are some people who are better at art than me or maths, I'm not good at those things. What we have to instill in them really is what's called a growth mindset, which is, of course, people are different in their levels of ability, but with the right support and the right effort and the right use of strategies, you can improve at pretty much anything. And too often, children see it as almost a race that's unwinnable. I can't do it, doesn't matter how hard I try, I'm never going to be able to get there, so they give up. And what we've got to be doing is helping them see that they're making progress. How do we help them see that actually they're doing really well? And they're not comparing themselves with other people, they're just trying to do their best rather than be the best. Too often they're trying to prove themselves to other people rather than improve themselves. So getting a sense of competency is just knowing that through your own efforts you're improving and moving forward.